All right, welcome to another deep dive, you guys.
It's great to be here.
So, have you ever been in that situation where you're in like a new city
Mhm.
and you're trying to figure out public transportation for the first time?
Oh, for sure.
It can be kind of scary, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, like intimidating.
Yeah, intimidating. There's all these like new systems to figure out and you just kind of feel lost, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, where do I even begin?
Yeah. Well, today we're going to make all of that way easier for you.
Okay, I like it.
We're going to dissect a real conversation between two people, Emily and Jack.
Yeah.
We'll call him. And Emily is like the new person in town, doesn't really know how to use public transport.
Okay.
And then Jack's like a seasoned pro.
Yeah.
So we're going to listen in on their conversation. And
Steal their secrets.
yeah, steal their secrets, learn all the tricks.
The cheat sheet.
Yeah, cheat sheet to public transit.
I like that.
So let's jump right in. Emily, they're at a bus stop, right? And Emily asks Jack, do you know if the number 25 bus has already passed?
Basic question, but important. Right.
Such a good question. I feel like that's always my first.
Right. Because if it's already passed, well,
Then you got to wait another however many minutes, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I love that she just starts there, and then, you're at the bus stop, and then, you got to figure out how to pay.
Yeah.
And like you said, it can be intimidating. Like, what if they only take cash?
Right. Or like a special card.
Yeah.
Or exact change.
Yeah. Or I've definitely run into that before where it's like, oh, it's like, $2.53. And you're like, I only have a $5 bill.
Right.
So Emily, being like a smart traveler,
Mhm.
asks Jack about this too.
Good for her.
She's like, do they take cash or card?
Yeah.
So Jack responds and he says, usually both, but it's always good to have some spare change just in case.
It's like he's speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Like he's been there, done that.
Like he knows
The struggle.
the struggles.
Yes.
So what are some situations where that spare change could actually save the day?
Oh, I mean, so many different scenarios I can think of. Imagine like the card reader is broken
Oh,
or
yeah.
malfunctioning, or the fare is a little bit off
Mm-hmm.
from what you expected,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you need to transfer to a bus that only takes coins. So many things could happen.
Yeah. That's a good point about, like, you might have to transfer to a bus that only takes coins. I haven't thought about that. Okay. So now you figured out, like, okay, I know what bus to take.
Yep.
I know how to pay.
Okay.
You're on the bus. You're like, all right, I'm doing this.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Yeah. But then there's this moment of, like,
The anxiety.
yeah. How do I know
When to get off.
when to get off? Right. Like, what if I miss my stop?
Right, exactly.
And I'm just, riding this bus to the end of the line. Emily, being like the proactive traveler she is,
She's good.
voices this concern to Jack. She's like, so how do you know when to get off? Do you have to tell the driver? Like, is there some special signal?
Right.
And what's interesting here is that Jack highlights two key things.
Okay.
He says announcements and the stop requested button.
Okay, I see.
So being a public transport, like, ninja
Yeah.
involves both listening
And-
and taking action.
Gotcha.
Right.
I like that. Public transport ninja.
So the announcements will tell you where you are,
Hmm.
but then, like you said, you have to actually press that stop requested button.
To make sure you get off at the right place.
Right. Take control of your destiny.
Right. Don't just assume they're going to stop at every single stop.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to actually take action.
So, I feel like in my own city, I've kind of gotten into a routine and I almost zone out
Oh, for sure.
during those announcements,
Yeah.
But this is like a good reminder to, like, be present, pay attention, because maybe they're saying something important.
Absolutely. Delays, changes in the route.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know.
Okay. So this conversation is focused on buses, but I bet these tips apply to trains and subways too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
The core principles are pretty universal.
Okay.
The stop request buttons, you'll probably see those on most modern trains.
Mm-hmm.
And announcements.
Right.
Pretty standard
Okay.
across all types of public transport.
So we've got some solid advice about asking about routes,
Yep.
knowing when to get off.
Yep.
But there's this one moment where Jack says something super important,
Okay.
and it's not even about, like, logistics or anything like that.
Okay.
He says to Emily, don't be afraid to ask for help. People are usually happy to help.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, it's such a simple statement,
Yeah.
but it's so important,
Yeah.
especially when you're in a new place.
It's okay to not have all the answers
Yeah.
and to ask
Yeah. Just ask. People
Yeah.
are generally willing to help.
Mm,
And it can turn like a stressful situation
yeah.
into like a positive one.
Right, like a nice little interaction.
Yeah.
Make a friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also a great way to practice your language
Oh,
skills.
yeah, if you're in a foreign
If
country.
you're in a foreign country, right?
Yeah,
It's like a bonus language lesson.
absolutely. Built into your commute.
All right. I'm loving all of this.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm already feeling like a public transport pro.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I'm ready to like take on the world.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to unpack here.
Yeah, there is.
We focused on like the practical stuff so far,
Okay.
but let's dive into the emotional side of things.
I like that.
Like, what about those moments of feeling lost or unsure,
Oh, for sure.
especially in a new city?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that next.
It's amazing how much they communicate without even saying anything.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like when they're boarding the bus and Emily kind of like hesitates.
Mhm.
Like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
And Jack just says, of course, let's board.
Yeah, it's like a little thing,
Mhm.
but it makes such a difference.
Right, he's just being welcoming.
Yeah, and it makes me think about like how we can all do that for people who are new to public transit,
Absolutely, yeah.
Like a little smile.
Yeah, a little gesture.
Yeah, can go a long way.
It can really make someone's day.
Yeah, for sure. I love that moment where Emily says to the driver, "Hi, I'd like a single ticket to Maple Avenue, please."
Yeah,
Like she's got it.
she's confident.
She's confident.
Yeah.
She's nailing it.
She's figured it out.
She's like killing the public transport game.
Exactly.
And then there's this moment where she's like, "You can tap your card right here," like just making sure,
Yeah.
double checking.
Like she's paying attention to the little details.
Yeah.
The visual cues.
Mm.
Even though she's new to this, she's still like observant.
Yeah, and it makes me think about how like technology has changed things,
Oh, for sure.
like contactless payment and all that.
Makes it a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jack said it earlier, people are usually happy to help, like no matter how much technology there is.
That's always going to be true.
That human connection is still important, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about knowing your route.
Okay.
Because Emily asked Jack, so how do you know when to get off? Do you have to tell the driver? Like, is there some, secret handshake or something? I feel like this is where like doing a little research beforehand.
Yeah, like planning,
Yeah.
looking at the route map,
Mm-hmm.
familiarizing yourself with the landmarks.
Yeah, yeah.
That can really help.
I've definitely been guilty of just like,
Just winging it,
yeah, winging it,
hoping for the best.
hoping for the best, and then I end up like,
Lost.
yeah, miles away from where I need to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, little planning goes a long way.
Yeah. Don't be like me.
Okay, so Jack explains that on their bus, there's the stop requested button,
Okay.
and you press it, and then a light comes on. So you know that you've requested the stop.
Visual confirmation.
Yeah, which is really helpful.
Yeah.
And it makes me realize that, like, different systems are going to have different ways of doing things.
Absolutely.
So it's always good to, like, be observant
Yeah.
and maybe ask if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask.
It's better to ask than to miss your stop.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another important tip that Jack gives.
Okay.
He says to Emily, make sure to listen to the announcements.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Active listening,
yeah.
not just zoning out,
Right.
but actually paying attention.
It's not just about knowing when to get off. It's
Yeah.
about, being aware.
Yeah, your surroundings.
Yeah. What if they announce a delay or something?
Right, or a change in the route.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe some construction.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta listen. This whole conversation is making me realize that it's not just about mastering public transport. It's like being more mindful in general,
Ooh, I like that.
like in your everyday life,
Yeah.
being present, paying attention to your surroundings.
Engaging all your senses.
Yeah, it's like a life lesson disguised as a public transport tutorial.
I love that.
And then Emily says, this is actually less intimidating than I thought.
Yeah.
Like she's feeling empowered.
He's got this. He's
Yeah.
feeling good.
And then Jack says, you'll be a pro in no time.
He's so encouraging.
I know.
I love that.
Like he's welcoming her into the, secret society of public transport masters.
Yeah, the elite group.
Yeah, and it makes me want to go out and explore.
Me too.
Try new things,
Yeah.
new routes, new adventures.
Absolutely.
All right, we've covered so much ground here.
Yeah, we have.
What else can we extract from this conversation? I'm like seriously impressed by how much we've learned from this little conversation.
Right. It's amazing how much insight you can get just from like everyday interactions.
Yeah, and it makes me realize that like public transportation, it can be like a gateway to new experiences.
Oh, for sure.
You
Right.
know? Like new places, new people.
Yeah, you're forced to interact with your surroundings.
Right, yeah, and I think that's what's so cool about what Emily's experiencing, you know?
Yeah, she's stepping out of her comfort zone.
She's like, this is way less intimidating than I thought.
It's just like crushing it.
Yeah, she's like becoming a pro.
Exactly.
And that feeling of like, I did it.
Yeah.
You know?
The confidence boost.
Yeah, the confidence boost. And that can be applied to like so many things in life, not just public transportation.
Oh, absolutely. It's about like building resilience, adaptability, believing in yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
That you can handle new situations.
It's like we're getting like a life lesson here.
Right, disguised as a public transportation tutorial.
Yeah, I love that. And then Jat's like, you'll be a pro in no time. He's like the wise mentor.
Guiding her along.
Yeah, he's like the Mr. Miyagi of public transportation.
I love it.
Wax on, wax off. You'll be taking the bus like a champ.
Exactly.
I feel inspired.
Me too.
Like, I want to go out there and try a new bus route.
Yes.
Maybe explore a part of town I've never been to before.
Yeah, go on an adventure.
Yeah, it's like public transportation is not just about getting from point A to point B.
Right.
It's about the journey, the experience.
It's a way to experience the city.
Yeah, and like meet new people, try new things.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's also a more sustainable way to travel.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, we haven't even touched on the environmental benefits, but that's a whole other conversation.
A whole other deep dive.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that for another time.
We could do a whole series on this.
I think we could. All right. Well, I feel like we've equipped our listeners with, like, a toolkit for navigating public transport.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
They're ready to take on the world.
Absolutely.
So, as you embark on your next public transport adventure, remember to be curious, be observant, and most importantly, be confident. Until next time, happy travels.